Alright, so for all those who have been waiting for an update on the Cortina, here it is. Alright, we got her up on stands and the thing. We got AJ here, AJ Mods, he's helping out. So we're just getting this ready to go out to Lurch's. Lurch is going to do the intercooler piping off the turbo, and he's going to change this around. I'm going to cut that off and make that a little different. He's also going to do an intake and that sort of thing as well. So we're just getting a few things ready, like ripping the old exhaust off it. We've got to make sure we've got some new engine mounts to put in it. So we've got some Castlemaine Rod Shop engine mounts, which are going to be a lot more solid than these ones, and it won't let the motor move around anywhere near as much, so that'll be much better for the piping, so that the piping doesn't move around and that sort of thing. So that's what we're up to today. Hopefully it won't take too long. Ta-da! Alright, so let's take a look at these Rod Shop engine mounts. They look pretty damn good. Not a sponsor, by the way, but yeah, these look pretty good. It's going to stop the motor moving around.
There's always one.
Alright, so we were having trouble lining up all the holes, so we're going to pull the pin out, and that'll make it easier to get, just because the engine's in situ, I think is the problem, eh?
Yeah.
So that way it'll give us the bit of flexibility we need to get all the bolts in, and then we'll just line up the pin at the end, which will be a lot easier than trying to line up the holes. Alright mate, we've nearly got the second one in, so that's looking good. We're going to pull off the motor. Look, it looks a little tight to us, but you know, hopefully everything's all good when we put the engine back down into place.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a Ford. I'm not sure how different they came out of the factory than the last one.
Can't leave that one alone.
Alright, little secret. Probably not a secret. Bit of dishwashing liquid. Try and help those slide into place.
Like they said on that movie Evolution, there's always time for lube.
Okay. Alright, that's AJ Mods' input.
Yeah.
Ooh, what was that?
The little other piece. It's all
Okay,
good.
that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good on this side.
Yeah, I'm still out of fraction this side.
Whoop.
Beautiful. Keep going. Keep going.
I am. Yep, the other side just dropped in.
Okay. 2 seconds. I just got to.
Oh, shit, sorry.
It's all right. It's all good.
Alright, so we found our first problem. The camera's going to get this, but you can see that we're all lined up everywhere else. We've got the bolt in the other side, and we cannot get this half a hole. So we're just wondering our options now and seeing what we might do about it. Alright, much to our delight, they're in. Alright, so we got them in. Now, we did have to do a little bit of die grindy, but it wasn't heaps. We had to do like a quarter of a hole on each one. So I don't know whether that's a thing or not, but we didn't have the time to send them back and have any issues, so we just fixed it ourselves. But as you can see, it's still tight as anything. That ain't going anywhere. There's no movement in that hole because it's the same on the other side, so it's wedged in there. Alright, so that ain't going nowhere, so perfect. Right, so AJ's had to take off, but that's all good. We've got those engine mounts in, which was the thing we wanted to do. I've got the exhaust manifold back on with gasket and everything like that. Now just got to go to the shed, do some work on the inlet manifold. That just needs a bit of trimming up from after the manufacturing process. But yeah, so I'm going to go to the shed and do that. And then, if I have time, I will hook into the alternator, which I want to upside down mount the alternator and get it a bit lower and out of the way for Lurch. So That's not a critical thing to get done before it goes to Lurch's, but it'd be nice. Now this manifold is my mission. Let me show you. Okay, so what I need to do, so the guy that welded this up for me did a really good job for me, and I told him to just leave these. I'll cut all this stuff off after, just to save on a bit of labour and that sort of thing. So that's my mission now, is to chop all these off so that they let the end of the injector come out. These are just the Bosches. They're a bit oversized for our application. So as long as I've got that right, which we do, and this little bevel stays in place, we can chop all that off and then smooth all this up in here. Now I'm starting with there, but who knows where this will go, because hey, we'll just use whatever works. Alright, so after the broken blade, I just went ahead and cut all of them. Now hopefully you can see I've gone and marked the insides of them, which is where the bevel is that the injector sits into, with a black texture, so that I know if I sand beyond that, I'm in trouble. I'm just trying to think which one showed it the best. So that one, you can see where I've got the black. So that's where I know where I can sand to. Sorry, it's a little bit out of focus. That's where I know I can sand to before I start to get rid of that little lip that the injector sits down into. Alright, so here we have it, all finished up. Got all those nicely sanded back, and I've gave them a bit of a hand sand with 800 as well. I may give them a little bit of a manipulate based on what other people think of my handiwork, because let's face it, I'm no expert at this. I've maintained the lip on the inside of each one of those for the injector to sit down into, and I think I've got a pretty smooth transition out into the chamber. But yeah, that's another job off the list, which is nice to get done. Yep. Alright, so it's a new day, and it's absolutely bucketing with rain here in Perth today, so yep, more work inside the sheds. So I found the bag of old manifold bolts here, and they're just a bit, yeah, they just look a bit crappy. So anyway, I'll hit them with the wire brush, and then I want to remove the alternator a bit so it's a bit lower and out of the way. So here's the old bracket, and it's just going to be easier for me to make a whole new bracket than bother trying to modify that or anything. So that's, and this will become, it's the only bit of stock steel I got, so I'm going to cut a thinner strip and bend one end, and then cut another thin strip, bend, drill some strategic holes, and that's my bracket. I don't need anything too complicated or crazy. So that's the mission in the shed this morning, and then if I can get those little chores done, then that's really awesome. Alright, there we have it. all cleaned up. Alright, so I've cut these pieces and given them a bend, and now I'm just starting to mark the holes for drilling to match with these two holes here for this one. This one will only have one hole in it, but it could be made adjustable, even though I don't need to for my purposes, but it could be made adjustable, and that is simply how it's going to work. Very simple, very easy, and yeah, it'll get that alternator down nice and low for me. So I'm going to go and drill some holes, finish marking this stuff out, and then go and do a test fit, I suppose. Alright, so there's me bits made. Now I might have messed this one up. Little holes a little bit off centre, which I hope, well, when it comes to belts and things, that could be a problem. So, alright, we've got the manifold bolts here, so I'm going to go put the manifold on. I'm going to test fit this all up, see how it goes, see what it looks like. And if I've messed it up, well, I guess I have to go again. But, you know, we will see. Now, I'm going to fit this stuff up and see if any of it works. Alright, so there it is, nice, tucked down nice and low. Now everything worked really well. I've got a couple of adjustments to do. I need to elongate this rear hole a little bit to let that close up a little bit more. It's a bit of a gap there, and this needs to come all the way forward, so I'm going to do that. This I might need to redesign this, just so that it comes across a bit flatter down here and then curves at the end there maybe. So I'll think about that, how I can make that neater and not stick up so much. The idea of getting the alternator down low was to give us a bit more room around here for things. The alternator was up here before, now it's all the way down there. So that's a nice little mod, I like that. Yep, probably overkill the steel I've used, but hey, it works, and that's that. While I'm here, I'm going to bolt this on, put the manifold back on, which is just sitting there. And then once I've got that done, I might get some cardboard out, and I'll be thinking about this while I'm doing that. Alright, so I've been in the shed and I've made a new piece to go across here. I'm really happy with that because it keeps it down low, which is good. But as we find out with these things, damn. I mean, it's not a big issue. I just need to shave a bit off the corner of the bracket here because that's where it's sitting there. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's the best view I can sort of give you of what I've done. Like normally the alternator's up here somewhere, and now it's sort of down there. So that's a lot better. Plenty of room. Alright, so I just bolted out to the shed, did those adjustments, and even on the full adjustment, we're all good now. Alright, so that's going to do this update for the Cortina. Yeah, it's been a good couple of days. I've got a bit done. I'm happy with that. It's now ready to go to Lurch. You can probably hear that. It is bucketing down again out there. It is absolutely smashing with rain here at the moment. So anyway, I'm going to go inside, grab a beer, sit up and watch footy maybe. But that's it for this update on the Cortina. AJ Mods, big shout out to you, mate. Thank you very much for your help with the engine mounts. For now, heading in for a beer. Catch us on the next one.